Good morning, Musies, and welcome back to the chaos. I am going to start today's vlog by surprising my wife. So Mackenzie woke up this morning kind of just not feeling like herself. You know, whether you have like a icky dream or, you know, the world's just not sitting right for you, whatever it is, she's not feeling herself. And today was supposed to be a day where I was out of the house working all day and her and Rue were at home, like doing their work on the computer and kind of catching up on housework and, you know, the division of a big family. But instead I'm going to take today off and I am going to go home and surprise her with a date day. And we're going to reconnect and just let her feel herself and her best, because you know what, at the end of the day, she is what's most important. Everyone else can wait. Work can wait. They'd find someone new if I wasn't there, and she wouldn't. So let's go surprise her.
So today was supposed to be my lazy day slash editing day slash whatever day, but it ended up being a mental health day, and my wife decided that she was going to come back home, skip work, and try to take care of me and get my mental state back up. I just feel like we haven't been connecting as well lately, so she is adorable and she just surprised me. So today we're going to hang out all day today, so I'm going to get ready and we're going to vlog this. And now we're going to go spend the day reconnecting, so have fun watching us reconnect.
Let's do it.
So fun fact, I went into the bank and realized that I left in my UGG slippers. So I will be going back to change because it doesn't really match this decor. Yeah, funny note. Okay, shoes changed. My first stop is Target, of course, but baby girl needs to eat. So we're gonna stop at Starbucks and feed her for a second. Yeah. Okay, you guys, we got a bunch of Christmas stuff, and you know that we couldn't film while we were in there because if our kids watch this, well, they're gonna know we got them. But anyways, we're just heading out of Target and now trying to load up the back of the car, which I don't really know if this stuff's gonna fit back there, but well,
I'll do it, the mastermind, and you take
the baby. Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Okay, next up was eating at our favorite restaurant, and we're having some drinks also. This freaking angle sucks. Like, this is where all the kids...
I'm trying to be hype.
That's how all the kids do it, but got my gobbler and, you know, all that stuff. Stop. Well, it's true. Like, really, not YouTube doesn't want to see that.
I don't think there's any angle that like gets rid of my bags under there. So
Anyways, we're gonna drink and have some food. Time to eat. Ooh, yours looks really good.
no, they put it together very pretty.
And I am meat eater over here. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, so our lunch went very well, and I got a tiny bit tipsy because I'm not a drinker, and we got some margarita flights, and I
you really
sucked
enjoyed
them down a little too.
You really enjoyed them.
A little too fast. But I was thinking, now that we're home, after we did Target, we did a little date lunch, I think that what better way to end the vlog than to tell these people how we met.
Our story.
Because this was supposed to be our day of reconnecting, and I just think that telling you guys how we met would probably be a great way for us to like reminisce, and it would be a great way to round out the day. So I think that you should tell them, well, start how we first met, because because the story of us kind of like begins with
me.
you. So I think that's what we should do. So let's go back to August-ish of 2010.
Oh my god, it feels forever.
I know, doesn't it?
So sad. Okay,
But it seems like yesterday.
I know, right?
It does.
Okay, so I was in the nursing program at a college near us here, and I had so many classes I needed to have like in order, and I couldn't get into an anatomy and physiology class. And I kept trying, and it was full. And the night before the class was set to start, someone dropped, and I got in, and like literally like hours before midnight, if that. And so the next day, I go into said class, and who should be there but this lovely lady. And it was a packed auditorium, or whatever, speech hall, whatever you call it. And the only open spot was also right next to her. And I always tell Mackenzie it was kind of like a movie moment for me. Like, I felt like everything kind of like slow mode, and it was like, ah. And it felt really,
Like there was like a spotlight on me?
Yeah. Like it just felt like,
That's
I don't
really
know,
cute.
monumental in my, and I didn't know you at all.
Right.
So it was really weird. It was more than just like, oh, well, she's pretty, or, you know, or she's hot, or whatever.
And
it
you
was
just
so much more than
looked
that.
at me and thought that I was into women, or what?
I don't know. We have a gaydar.
You just hoped. You had like a hope.
Day one, I thought she's gay. Okay, you had this like white, like see-through blouse on with like a dark colored, I think it was red, bra underneath, and like skinny jeans, and your strappy little gold sandals that we still have not been able to replace.
I know. Those
And
are
like
the best.
these gold earrings, and like you just gave off a vibe. Okay, very like almost like a metro femme vibe. Okay. Day two, like I remember coming back the second day of seeing you, and you were like completely switched it up, like very formal. You had a coat on or something, or like a suit jacket, and like like a really like flashy purse. And I'm like, maybe not.
Bye. Maybe. Yeah.
But anyway, so I don't know how long it took me to go. I need to know more. But I remember listening to roll call, because nothing, I was like trying subtly, and I wasn't like super outgoing where I was gonna like turn around and say, hey.
Right, and I wasn't noticing anything you were doing at all.
Right,
So I'm
and
sorry.
everything
I was
tried,
in a relationship.
it wasn't
so-
working. And so I remember listening to roll call to find out what your name was, and then going, of course, to like our dashboard of the class, and like the class list, and scroll over, click on your email, send you an email.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unreplied. So then I took your name to Facebook, because why stop? Like the universe wasn't telling me no, it was telling me to try harder.
And I got your email, but I thought that the email was coming from her sister, which I went to hair school with her sister, and I like wasn't interested in looking at the email from her sister, because I don't know what it wasn't
Right,
something
you'd already
that was
like
interested
talked
in
with
me.
her, and it wasn't like you guys had thing.
Right.
And so she didn't answer. So then I went to Facebook, and I tried to send her a Facebook message. And then the next time I went to like look at her profile, her Facebook was deleted.
Okay, so then in this whole thing, I all of a sudden, I did look at the email because it was left unread in my inbox. And so I finally just one day went to it, and I'm like, wait a second, that is not her sister. And then I looked you up on Facebook. I saw that you had a little blurb about National Coming Out Day, and I was like, okay, she is gay also. And I was in a relationship with a woman that was actually an abusive relationship, so I needed to get out of that anyways. And I was like, okay, this could be interesting. So I responded to your email, and I was like,
we still have the email too.
I was like, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I'd love to get together and study. And by the way, I saw that you had a little thing about National Coming Out Day, and I'm a full-blown homo.
Which she oversold herself, if I'm being
obviously.
honest. Because like even when I remember going through like your Facebook, yes, I Facebook stalked her. Okay, I needed information, and she wasn't responding, so I was gonna like do the research myself.
Yeah.
I remember like scrolling back and it being like, because yours was not it didn't give anything.
Right.
Other than like a time you had like Jackson mommy and daddy day, and I was like, shit.
Yes, because
like,
I was in a 10-year relationship with him, and so we would go back and forth to each other.
It was
so yes,
right,
not
it was
full-blown
very,
homo.
Right,
That
you
was
oversold
not,
yourself. Yeah,
that was not the right way to explain myself.
You
but
did. You achieved what you hoped it would do.
Yes. So we then start texting, and we figure out a meetup date, and we decide to get together for the first time 2010. My goodness. So 13 years ago. And we finally hang out for the first time, and the rest is history, you guys.
Yeah, we've been inseparable ever since.
We
like,
have
genuinely.
probably spent a total of 5 nights in total away from each other for different surgeries
or like when I had to I went to San Diego for a surrogacy once by myself, and that was terrible.
Yeah.
But other than that, always
That's
together.
the story of us, you guys. Inseparable have we been. I asked her to marry me like how many days?
9
days after we first met by putting a tattoo, "Will you marry me?" on my arm. And then we got married in that coming January in 2011.
So 3 months after we met.
And everybody thought we were absolutely crazy. My mom thought she was a rebound for sure.
She doesn't anymore.
No. Oh my gosh, no. And then we decided to start having kids in 2012. So, yeah.
Now we got a whole bunch
It's
of
been
them.
absolutely crazy, and it's been the best best 13 years of my life, and I wouldn't change anything for anything.
Good thing you noticed me, huh?
I know. I'm so happy. Do you even, like, when you stop to think about it for a second, can you even think that when you saw me in that lecture hall, that we would be this big of a family now? No.
I mean, I can't say I even thought kids. Like, when I first saw you, I was just kind of like, honestly, I had like weird questions. I wanted to like know your morning routine and like which side of the bed you slept on and how you brushed your teeth and like weird stuff, you know? Like,
but you never thought you'd have 9 kids with me?
No, that wasn't I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
I didn't even think. I don't know. And it was so weird because it's not like we even like sat down and said, we want this many kids. We just kind of like have gone with whatever works.
But now, you guys, all of a sudden we go back, like we've talked about our childhoods and stuff like that, and like we go back to when we first went to college. We went to the same college. We had the same major.
Yeah, so
we
which
were
means
in
we had the same orientation.
And it was absolutely crazy all the times that we should have actually met that we didn't meet.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
I know, that's why I feel like the universe was like, I'm going to give her the damn seat next to her.
Exactly.
And this is my final straw. They need to see each other.
Exactly. So, I mean, like, just different things from, like, who our high school, like, basketball teams played or stuff like this. We should have met so many different times.
Well,
we
and
should
even
have run into each other.
Like, I wish we had, you know, there's, like, that Robin Williams movie where he, like, does all the post-mortem, like, slideshows of their memories or something. It's really cool. I feel like if I could scroll through our life like that and see, like, were we in the same car at the same stoplight at the same time, or like how many times did like I turn into the bathroom and you walked past the hallway, or
because if there's a story of meeting your soulmate, this is it. Yeah, this is 100% it. I now believe there is a soulmate out there for each and every one of us. If you guys haven't found yours, you will.
What like a tough game though.
Out of
what are we at, 8 billion people?
I know. I was so lucky to find you at 24.
I know. We've
I
like
wish
grown
I
up
would have
together.
found you earlier than that.
I know.
But 24 that's pretty early to have found your soulmate, and we get to be inseparable ever since then.
Yeah. And now we have you.
But yeah, you guys, this was our mental health day. I'm so happy that my wife came home, so thank you.
I love you.
Thank you for coming home and making me feel better. I feel more connected. I feel more
well rested. Your mind space feels
I feel
clear.
like you love me better now. I don't feel like you didn't love me before, but I just feel like we weren't like as connected.
Yeah,
You're laughing about that?
Our life is a
what
little
the
demanding.
heck, dude? You're laughing about me thinking mommy doesn't love me? Huh? Are you laughing about that, silly girl? Obviously, we can look around at all these beautiful kiddos and see how much our love is, but sometimes we need to connect a little more.
I agree. And we've
with
been
having
real
these
busy.
many kids, it's hard to do that sometimes. We're not immune, even though we're the craziest of soulmates. We're not immune
No, the
to
world
life.
like takes you on a wild ride sometimes, you know.
Right. But thanks for joining us. Hit the subscribe button if you love our love, because we love it. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.